Well, today was day 2 of the Senate testifying with Powell about monetary policy and things like that, where they do Q&A. It was actually pretty wild. And but I was able to grab one trade that had no drawdown, and we take those base hits. So gonna go ahead and recap the base hit trade. 4,000 bucks on the day across my 20 Apex accounts. So 4,000 total across my 20 Apex funded accounts. I just logged in my 40K withdrawal with those accounts, and now I'm working on my second 40K withdrawal with them. So very excited about that. If you're interested with Apex, you can use code TBM to get started. It'll get you the best discount always, and you can go to tbm.gg/apex to get started. Let's go and dive into the recap from today's morning live stream. Yo, good morning. Happy Thursday. I think the last day of the stream too. No stream tomorrow. 95% positive no stream tomorrow. All right, markets rippy uppies, 0.7% up on the overnight session. 18,169 currently. Today we have more testifications from Powell. I was able to squeeze 9 points out of the market yesterday. Nothing great, nothing bad. But we got Powell part 2 up. What else we got today? We had trade balance coming at 7:30. Powell testification. Auctions 10:30, 11. Or 10:30. Consumer credit at close. So nothing too crazy other than the testification happening. Hope to see purple again. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if he's wearing purple again. The purple play was basically the like the best buy up of all time in the last 24 hours. Rollover coming up. Yep. Rollover 314. I think that's the very last day for the contract, which means we'll probably roll over on Monday. Realistically, we'll I'll double check that, but yeah, we'll probably be rolling over on Monday. We'll go where volume is, obviously. Tomorrow will probably be pretty split. Levels are up. Got yesterday's value area high around 100. We're obviously almost 80 points higher than that. Overnight highs at 84 or so. We are pushing near that. Everything is pointing up as of right now. So we'll see what happens near this low. It could be an interesting spot. Around 220s could be interesting. That would be an 80 to 20 rotation, 40 points higher. Could rotate a little bit off of that. But you know, overall, the name of the game is consistently be patient and, you know, let it do its thing. Like, literally, we're looking for base hits. I will continue to say that I'm looking for base hits to remind myself. But
$5 from Mike from Texas. Did you risk only one contract on your 50K account combine, and did it take a while to pass?
I'll answer that in a second. Just be patient. We do have the Powell testification at 9 o'clock. I'll wait the first 15 minutes like I always do, and then we'll see kind of what else plays out. But like I said yesterday, and I will say it again today, markets are open. There is a lot of trading days in the year, and there's a lot of time, right? So I don't want to force things, is all I'm trying to get at there. Is like, it's not worth trying to force something in not ideal environments just for the sake of forcing something, right? So I want to be the voice of reason for myself, but also for y'all, obviously. There yeah, I started out with one contract. I got up to 2 contracts after I had like $1,500 in the money, something like that. It took me 1 day to pass, but I did it during the 1 day to pass. It was when we were having pretty good mid-morning movement. But my experience is going to be very different than everybody else's experience. Like, that's just the way trading works. Just because I passed it in 1 day doesn't mean that I did it any better than anybody else, or like, some people probably take several days. Some people take months. We're all at different levels of experience. We all have different ways of understanding price action. We all have different price actions that we prefer in order to execute off of. So players point of control moving down to 75. Getting a little heavy. Oops. I'm so happy that I didn't just F up all of my charts. Sometimes when you like accidentally change your screen sizing, y'all know what I'm talking about? I feel like Tradeovate does it actually. Like if you change your like window sizing on accident, like I just did, it like totally F's with your charts in the layout. And I just had a moment of panic, a very split-second moment of panic of, oh my God, I'm going to have to drag all of these charts around again. Thank God that didn't just happen. Woo! That's the worst. Wow, nice rip. Goodness. 30 points, instant. Alrighty, 200s. Straight off hedge pressure. They ripped it off hedge pressure. Let's get to 220s for the daily level, yeah? Or is it 220? Call it 230. Man, that was a nice bounce off hedge pressure. Jeez. Melt your face off of that rip? Yeah. 40 points. Pretty instant. Blew up my first PA count yesterday during the craziness. Live and learn. Yeah, man. It sucks, but it is a live and learn experience. And unfortunately, it's a type of experience that you don't really learn until you live it. You can hear me say it all the time. I talk about it kind of often on like, there's other days to trade, etc. Not to be like, I'm not trying to like roast right now by any means. I'm just saying like, it's very easy to hear those words and not really understand it and still trade until you go through it yourself and then you realize, yeah, that wasn't really worth it. I'm not gonna do that again. At least that's how I was. 1 minute looks like it kind of wants to come back a little bit, but we'll see. Delta's kind of slowing down a little bit. All right, if you're tuning in, I like to wait the first 15 minutes because that's just what I like to do. Like to let everything kind of mellow out. But we've had nice moves off of hedge pressure and then off of the magical 20s. Two good moves so far. We got Pal talking at top of the hour as well. So we'll see what type of opportunity I'm given today, if any. Again, I'm just not in a mentality of wanting to force stuff. Looking for base hits. Don't want to force anything. A lot of trading time in the year. I will take some trade at some point today because I need to count it as a day, but I'm not going to force anything in the morning necessarily. So we will see what happens. Yeah. New brain. Yeah. Okay, this is some very aggressive movement. I don't, it seems too aggressive to be happening up this high. Like it seems like too much volatility. Maybe it's rollover. Maybe it's just pre-testification. I don't know, but it is very aggressive. I 100% agree with you.
We remain committed to bringing inflation back down to our 2% goal and to keeping longer-term inflation.
Actually, stupid question here that y'all are going to be able to answer for me because y'all are smarter than me.
Restoring price stability is essential.
Is Powell nominated?
For achieving maximum employment and
like who nominates Powell
over the longer run.
Because I mean, I don't think he's elected.
To conclude, we understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission.
Was he appointed by?
We at the Federal Reserve will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability.
It wasn't Biden, right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. You've acknowledged the Fed likely waited too long to raise rates when prices shot up in 2021. We can't make that mistake again, Mr. Chair, at the expense of workers. If the Fed waits until unemployment starts increasing, it may be too late to cut rates in time to save American jobs.
In particular,
looks a little boosty.
What the impact might be. What would you see as the process involving those particular issues?
So on those issues, we're well aware of and very focused on those issues. We haven't decided what to do about that yet, but we get it on those issues. In terms of process, we're not at the stage of making that decision. I will say if it turns out to be appropriate when we get to that point for us to repropose
I'm gonna take a little stab here,
then we won't hesitate to do so.
Okay, thank you. Makes me feel a little bit better because I do think there are some very serious problems that would occur if the Basel III endgame as proposed goes into effect. And
we retested the lows, didn't break it.
The Federal Reserve will
find a
consensus on this, and it sounds like that may very well include some significant modifications if it were to be brought at all. Is that a fair statement?
I expect there will be material and broad changes to the proposal before it comes back to the committee for consideration.
Nice. And I'm out.
The board.
Orders are out.
Thank you, sir.
Positions are flat.
Let's just, with regard to the economy, limited level
196 bucks across the board there. 10 points
is believed to help facilitate economic expansion.
Love that setup, honestly, on a 1 minute chart.